At the end of my sophomore year of high school, I lived in Ecuador for 2 months. I lived with an indigenous family in Chimborazo, in the Andes region of Ecuador. During those 2 months, my indigenous community relied on the mountains for survival. Specifically, my family used the trees to build their homes, plants for food supply, and clean water was essential for everything my family needed. As Ecuadorian carbon emissions are on the rise, now is a chance for Solber to give a helping hand to those like my family who relied on the lands for survival. I'm Eva Zumwalt, and as someone who has seen firsthand the effects of carbon emissions on the climate in Ecuador, I plan to go over the need for Solber's innovative carbon sequestration technology and how by collaborating with Ecuador, both Solber and Ecuador can seek to benefit from working with each other. Outlined in Solber's mission statement is a call for cleaner air and healthier forests. As one of the most biodiverse countries in the world, Solber can benefit from working with Ecuador in the following 4 ways. 1. A chance to gain revenues. 2. Easily access raw materials for their ingredients. 3. Leave an environmental impact. And 4. Gain entrance into the rest of South America. To begin, Ecuador has recently implemented a carbon tax. A carbon tax provides Ecuador with a 3.5% increase in GDP and has provided funds for environmental initiatives. With that being said, Ecuador is home to the Amazon rainforest. Over the past 20 years, however, Ecuador has lost 650,000 hectares to deforestation. This provides Solber with the perfect opportunity for revenues. As Ecuador is 42% natural forests and plantations, Solber's technologies have the potential of making more than $65 million from working with the deforested areas of the Ecuadorian Amazon alone. Currently, the kapok tree is the most common tree in the Ecuadorian Amazon. It provides life for many animals and plants that depend on its shade and fruit for survival. Sequestering carbon from these kapok trees would leave the most impact on the Amazon. Specifically, Solber can make a gross profit of almost $460,000 per year, or $920,000 for every 2 years, from working on these trees alone. Moreover, as Ecuador is home to a number of diverse terrains, this also allows Ecuador to easily access materials such as calcium carbonate and titanium dioxide. Specifically, in 2018, Ecuador exported more than 1 million kilograms of calcium carbonate, which coupled with titanium dioxide makes up 60% of Solber's ingredients. In addition, Ecuador's national currency is US dollars, which makes business transactions for raw materials seamless. Working with Ecuador means Solber can easily access raw materials for their ingredients as well as have simple and quick transactions. Ecuador strives to incorporate environmental initiatives into every policy they release. One initiative in particular, Socio Bosque, is a great program opportunity for Solber. Socio Bosque works with indigenous communities who live in Ecuador's rainforest to partake in conservation activities. Working with Socio Bosque will not only provide accessible and willing labor, but it will also establish branding as a socially responsible company by being able to work with indigenous communities of this region. Over the past few decades, Ecuador has worked hard to conserve their forests. In 2019, Ecuador was the second country ever to access results-based payments from the Green Climate Fund. This, coupled with Ecuador's partnership with Red Plus, brings over $50 million in funding. By being able to work with different initiatives and funds from around the world, Solber has the opportunity of becoming a national player in the climate world, along with gaining the revenues from these global funding programs. Working with Ecuador means Solber can become a huge player. The Amazon rainforest is by far the largest rainforest in the world. Solber not only benefits from working with the Ecuadorian Amazon, but they can also benefit from the dozens of worldwide connections that Ecuador works with under the Paris Agreement and global initiatives. Working with Ecuador means a chance to become huge. As one of the dozens of countries to sign the Paris Agreement, Ecuador outlined a commitment to reduce total greenhouse gases emissions by 40% per capita. Despite Ecuador's goals, this has been a challenge. Since 1990, Ecuador has lost 500,000 hectares of rainforest, and on the graph above, you can see how deforestation has impacted Ecuador over the number of years. 2 leading industries, oil and the palm oil industry, have become extreme drivers in deforestation. Oil and palm oil production plants have spent decades dumping oil, deforesting land for plantations, and ruining homes. In 2020 alone, there was over 1,000 fire alerts in the Amazon, and there has been a 1.75 degree increase in Celsius since the industrial era. This is mostly due to leading industries in oil and palm oil. However, with Solber's help, this can all be reversed. As noted within Solber's mission, our planet desperately needs the benefits of Solber now. Thus, the time to act is now. Deforestation from oil and palm oil industries has left Ecuador's rainforests polluted, bare, and stripped of its providing resources. The picture above shows members from the Waorani tribe. They, like millions, rely on Ecuador's resources to provide clean water, a steady food supply, and most importantly, a place to call home. With Solber's help, Ecuador can expand its current forest covering to make up for the decades of loss from climate change. To wrap up, here is what you learned today. 1. The Ecuadorian Amazon needs help. Thousands of patches of forest are gone to deforestation, and the time for Solber to act is now. 2. By working with Ecuador, Solber can greatly benefit from a chance to earn massive revenues, easily accessible materials for ingredients, a chance to work with environmental initiatives from around the world, and an access for the rest of South America. Climate change waits for no one. Ecuador's forests are in danger. Now it's our chance to catch up. Thank you.